We have a little certificate here, designed by the president of the Volunteer Fire Police Association, State of New York, Ross Purser, and myself, as president of the Nye County Volunteer Fire Police Association. That's a 70-year service award presented to Harry Capron in recognition of your service and dedication to the fire service from 1940 to 2010. Some big, impressive numbers. And we thank you, sir, for not just your service, but your training and all that.
But I realize that what the good Reverend, the chaplain of your fire company, said tonight means it all. And that's dedication and service and a wonderful community that we live in. And we think about the youngsters that are coming into this world that we deal with, and the fire service that you folks are providing for the great community that we live in. It behooves us all to respect and think highly of guys like Harry Capron, who gave 70 years to this great community and to this fire company, doing the kinds of things that he believed to be happening. I got to tell you a quick story. It goes back to how I first got to Boonville. And I think of Carl Roberts, who was a guy that put in just about 60 years of the kind of service and dedication, such as our good friend Harry has in the last 70. I think about how I got involved with the Remsen City, USA Fire Company. As I moved in there in 1968, I lived in Doc Sackler's old place right next to the firehouse. Fire whistle went on, and it was 40 below zero. As it turned out, there were 19 cows dead up on the Jones Road. To make a long story short, so we don't bore you with a lot of the things that went on in between, and each and every one in this room knows how that works. I slithered back to the house and find the next morning there was a knock on the door, and it was Carl Roberts. He said, "You know," in a chewing up fashion, "that you cannot go to a fire like you did last night." I said, "Well, where I come from, Chief, somebody's house or somebody's barn is on fire. We all try and help." He reached in his back pocket and handed me an application. And there's many in here that have worked with Carl Roberts, as you and I were talking, your good chief there, Dave Pritchard and I were talking the other day. These are the kind of things that make a community. And the Reverend said it so well. This is what makes Boonville what it is, and guys like Harry Capron do it. I'm not going to take you through a whole lot of lingo on what is said in these, but here's appreciation from the entire Board of Legislators, signed by the chairman of the board and myself, Harry. Congratulations. Just a little appreciation for the work that you have done. And as we go up the line, there's another proclamation making this day the day of Harry Capron Day in Oneida County, signed by none other than County Executive Anthony Pacini, as we know him. And now he's still the first one to put the pencil on when someone has a grievance on grievance. And we all know Harry Capron for that. Give another great big round of applause.
Thank you, Harry. I wasn't expecting this.
Congratulate you. Pleasure working with you. Hope to be around a good many years and have you with me.
Okay, Chief.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
It's going to be a hard act to follow back to our regular business meeting. You gentlemen are certainly welcome to stay if